you're a powder keg about to explode. I need someone like you to lighten the load. So?
Hello everyone, welcome back to CF Reacts. My name is Casper Fox. I have been a manager and musician for around 7 years, and today we are back with Hamilton and Moidius.
And Right Hand Man. For those of you, this one's extra important to mention right at the very beginning. If you are somehow here without being at my channel first, don't be, because we have split this song in half due to A, how long the song is, and B, the fact that we want Helpless and Satisfied to be in the same recording session next week. We are splitting Right Hand Man in half to allow for that to happen. But honestly, we had so much to talk about in the last one, I don't even think that's going to be that much of a disservice.
Yeah, real. But yeah, as we said, we don't want to make this intro too long. We just want to get straight into it.
Straight
so we
on
can,
into
you know,
it.
all those three premiere. Yeah, so yeah, thank you for being here. We're going to get straight into it.
Your Excellency, sir.
Who are you?
Aaron Burr, sir. Permission to state my case.
As you were.
Sir.
As you were, sir. So I
Sir.
told you that recurring sort of rhyme scheme, like,
Yeah.
who are you, Aaron Burr, sir, blah, 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 as you were, sir. That's something that's like Burr's, essentially that's Burr's motif. I can't think of a single time he is on screen with someone else that motif is not relevant. The only time
there
he
you go.
doesn't really have that motif is if he's singing solo. When he's interacting with someone else, it's almost always there. And so it's really cool there.
I was a captain under General Montgomery until he caught a bullet in the neck in Quebec. Well, in summary, I think that I could be of some assistance. I admire how you keep firing on the British from a distance. I have some questions, a couple of suggestions on how to fight instead of fleeing west.
Yes.
So Burr coming in
Okay.
and being like, "Hey, do you need a right hand man? I heard you singing about a right hand man. Let me just slide myself into my opportunistic tendencies here and try
Yeah,
to
being on the right
get
side of
myself in." And how this really shows, because you kind of mentioned, and I wanted to kind of correct you, but I wanted you to be able to see it for yourself as it went. But you connected Burr to Peggy a little bit, and you were saying that Burr was also someone who had reservations about the revolution. He does not have reservations about the revolution. He just doesn't want to say it out loud until he knows he's on the winning side. He is an
Opportunist. Yeah.
opportunist, exactly. So I love the way that this shows that he's full on there for it. Like he is
Okay,
trying to
yeah,
slide in
gotcha.
to the general's
Yeah.
right hand man. He wants to be a part of this.
Okay,
he is
yeah.
not trying to hold back the revolution, but he's also not publicly. Even this, it is a one-on-one in his chamber.
Yeah.
Like Hamilton was out loud with Hercules Mulligan, just like, I won't abandon ship. I'll steal their cannons. Here we go. Let's do this. And Burr
Yeah.
goes straight to his tent. And he's like, one-on-one,
Yeah.
here's what I've got. He will not make it big. He will not
No,
let himself be known.
Yeah, but I still feel like that he even, because if the revolution fails, he's not as nationalistic, I guess, to America in that sense, right? But and also because a right hand man of such a huge name,
The main general,
I
yeah.
will say, in the industry, yeah, that's a perfect position to be playing double spy for as well, you know. So yeah, he's placing himself pretty well, Mr. Aaron Burr. So yeah.
But right as he's positioning himself well,
Well,
Your Excellency, you wanted to see me?
Hamilton, come in. Have you met Burr?
Yes, sir. We keep meeting.
I'm saying, sir.
the difference in delivery of just like, Hamilton, have you met Burr? Yes, sir. And then Hamilton, yes, sir. We keep meeting. And Burr, we keep meeting. Like he's like, yeah, no, I know this dude. It's so funny to me. But yeah.
Forward to seeing your strategy play out.
Burr,
Sir.
close the door on your way out. Have I done something wrong, sir?
On the contrary, I called you here because our odds are beyond scary. Your reputation precedes you, but I have to laugh.
Sir?
Hamilton, how come no one can get you on their staff?
Sir.
Don't get me wrong, you're a young...
Do you know what that means?
No one can hire you.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure that that wasn't like a weird, like, cultural
Oh,
thing
yeah.
there. Because the first time I heard it, I was like, get you on their staff. And then it like even took me a second to be like, oh, duh, like literally just in your employ. But basically saying like your reputation precedes you. Like everyone knows who you are, but you won't work for anyone. So the implication here, because remember, there's always these time skips that we kind of miss some
Yeah.
things that the gaps get filled in. So you were like, oh,
Yeah.
that's a big gap for him to just suddenly be a soldier. He's
Yeah.
a soldier of renown now. But he's also a soldier by choice. His lyrics here are indicating like, dude, people like me want to hire you and you're just staying on the front lines? What's up? So it's really interesting there.
Yeah.
Man of great renown.
Oh,
I know you stole British cannons when we were still downtown. Nathaniel Greene and Henry Knox wanted to hire
Yeah,
you.
to be their secretary. I don't think so.
Now why are you upset?
I'm not.
why are you upset? I'm not. But it's like he views that as condescension. Like,
Yeah.
it's like these two big names both wanted to hire you. And he's like, yeah, to be their secretary, I don't think so. Why are you upset? I'm not. He's very upset. But yeah, like it's so, you get so much information development in this. But I also want to highlight one other thing after you shared your thoughts, because it looks like you were about to say something.
No, I mean, I'm just very interested by this dynamic, and as you said, like not passive aggressive is probably not the right word.
It's hard to find the right word.
here, but
I am
yeah.
going to go back so we can see it again because I also want to get one other thing, which is this is also really interesting because you see Burr, who's already becoming kind of annoyed at Hamilton keep popping up. Burr just came to put himself into a position, and then Hamilton walked in, and George Washington said, "Out, Burr." Him instead. Like it's not gonna make Burr happy with the man.
No,
Yeah.
for sure not.
Have I done something wrong, sir?
On the contrary, I called you here because our odds are beyond scary. Your reputation precedes you, but I have to laugh. Hamilton, how come no one can get you on their staff?
Sir.
Don't get me wrong, you're a young man of great renown. I know you stole British cannons when we were still downtown. Nathaniel Greene and Henry Knox wanted to hire
Yeah,
you.
to be their secretary.
He's so
I don't
upset.
think so.
Now why are you upset?
I'm not.
It's all right. You want to fight. You've got a hunger. I was just like you when I was younger. Head full of fantasies of dying like a martyr.
Yes.
Dying is easy. Young man living is harder.
Oh yeah.
True.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Head full of fantasies of dying like a martyr, yes. And the way that Hamilton like does not even try to deny it. Like there are other things where it was like I'm not upset, but it's just like he was not like, no, I'm not trying to like that's not me, blah blah. No, it's like head full of fantasy dying like a martyr. Yes, dying is easy, young man. Living is harder. Is so good there. Again, you were just talking about the dynamic between these two, and it's
Yeah,
so
it's-
well developed here.
Yeah, and it's very well, like it's so well written. This musical, like the lyrics are just incredible. Yeah.
Exceptional. Yeah, some of the best lyricism on Broadway.
Yeah.
Why are you
Probably,
telling
I don't
me
know if it's
this?
the first Broadway show.
Being honest, I'm working with a third of what our Congress has promised. We are a powder keg about to explode. I need someone like you to lighten the load. So,
I am not throwing away my shot.
son, we are out.
So we
So
come
he
in
takes
with
the
that.
position.
Yes, so he comes with that position with the I am not throwing away my shot building up behind him.
That's
So
awesome.
good. It's so good.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, because now he has the opportunity to become Washington's right hand man, which
Mm-hmm.
is essentially what he's offering here. I'm assuming based on the title of the song. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Oh God, no! That's the guy in the left behind
Mm-hmm.
that coat. Yeah.
Yep, another one of those. But then, and so this means that Hamilton's officially taken the position that Burr was trying to get.
Yeah, and yeah, Burr's gonna be pissed.
Maybe.
Wasn't he the damn fool that shot him?
Was he? Anyways, let's keep going.
You've got a hunger. I was just like you when I was younger. Head full of fantasies of dying like a martyr.
Yes.
Dying is easy.
It's surprisingly like light, these instrumentals. Like it's such an
Yeah.
it's such an
And-
intense conversation, but it's dun, dun, dun. It's
Yeah,
like that
and again-
that trepidation, that like, oh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
Exactly. Especially you can hear in the drums again. He's done this cross stick technique, right? To make because you want to keep the beat on the snare drum, like instead of having the you have the right. So you have the like the snare.
Okay.
Pretty cool. Like very like soft hip hoppy.
Yes.
Like yeah.
All right. Dying is easy.
Young man living is harder.
Why are you telling me this?
I'm being honest. I'm working with a third of what our Congress has promised. We are a powder keg about to explode. I need someone like you to lighten the load. So
we get this build, and then listen to how it switches up next.
I am not throwing away my shot.
son, we are outcome.
I need all the help you can get. I have some friends, Lawrence, Mulligan, Marquita, Lafayette. Okay, what else?
Outnumbered,
I need some spies on the inside, some Kingsmen who might let some things slide. Write to Congress and tell them we need supplies. You rally the guys, master the element of surprise.
And now we get it switching where the boom was something bad. It was boom, we lost this, boom, this. And now it's
Yeah.
boom, but you'll notice not only are there booms, but the whoas are returning in the background along with the boom. So it's showing this is now our side booming.
Yeah.
This is
Also,
now-
so
These are
so
good
this
booms.
woe motif. Yeah, so the woe motif are like the good guys.
It seems to be it's like a rallying cry. Technically,
Gotcha,
like we
okay.
don't necessarily. That's so far only been used by our people.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
That whoa. Like that's it's sort of the rallying cry of the revolution so far.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, God, mastered the element of surprise. Like it's so good.
I rise above my station, organize your information till we rise to the occasion of our new nation. Rise up, what? Rise up, what? Rise up, what?
And his right hand man.
And that, sir, is Right Hand Man.
And his okay, so it's kind of like a rising through the ranks kind of song here, like
Yes.
for Hamilton. Okay,
It's an
Wow.
introduction of, honestly, that's a great way to kind of the way I said it could be split into two songs. Part
Yeah.
one is essentially this is George Washington, and part two is and this is his right hand
And
man.
that's right, yeah, dude, it's kind of like us. I'm kind of like your right hand man. You're teaching me all this about musicals, you know. I think that's pretty nice.
Well, that's
I
nice.
also- I also love. I think George Washington so far, like God bless Jonathan Groff, but I think George Washington is my favorite character so far.
He's
I like
super
his
good.
flow. I like his visual, and I definitely see a bit of Eurylochus in him.
Yes.
Definitely. And I think
Yeah.
it's also mostly because he has the same haircut.
I mean, yes, but just like think about like
Yeah.
his like since we left home, we've been faced with a variety of foes and a large number of places. Could be like is so. That's why
Definitely.
first time I heard Puppeteer, I'm like, that's just George. Like I was like, that's kind of
That is
Hamilton-y,
George.
and then I listened more, and I'm like, that's just George Washington.
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
very similar kind of flows there.
So now that I'm a bit in doubt when it comes to this whole rapping singing thing, right? So I'm gonna give an educated guess.
'Kay.
It seems like to me the people who are rapping are, well, most of the time they're on the side of the revolution, but they're also the people that are, when it's something with ambition, you know, something with ambition, they tend to rap, and as they get more into their emotion, this rap gets more intense, more heavy, flowy, more like especially like for example in my shot, like I'm past the na 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 na, like as they're talking about more how do you say, like more conflictive elements towards what's happening right now. That's kind of, but the singing then, because the singing I've only heard there was the king singing,
Yes.
his little guy on the pedestal singing, and some of the sisters there were also singing,
Yes.
right? So that also seems to me like, because except for the guy on the pedestal, at first I was like, okay, maybe we got some like some emotional depth or something like that, you know?
Yes.
But to me, not only the sisters and the king, I would say, but then there's like that guy, you know, the guy who is the, but then again, he could be the word of the king, which then it might fall under that category as well. But I'm unsure of the singing, but I'm fairly confident about my take on the rapping. But
Cool.
I'm
I like that.
I'm very conflicted on the singing, I must admit.
Do you
'cause
want
I'm
me
not
to
sure.
give you, before we go into the proper outro, a touch up? First of all, did you want to go back for anything in the song itself?
No.
Okay,
I'm,
cool.
I'm good.
Just
I
making
think
sure
it's great,
before I
yeah.
shut it down.
For sure. Yeah.
The one thing I want to point out, which is really interesting, which is,
Mm-hmm.
and might kind of help you notice something, because you're going on the right track. I want to point out something
Mm-hmm.
really interesting about Burr,
Yeah.
which is he sings.
Yeah.
He is not
yeah.
singing, but he's also very rarely rapping the way that Hamilton or anyone else would. Like here come the moment you've been waiting for, the pride of Mount Vernon, you
Yeah.
know? And even
It's
like
like-
in the
yeah.
first one, he's very speaking a bit when it's like, "Hey, bro, spit us a verse, drop some knowledge. Good luck with that. You're taking a stand. You spit, I'm a sit. We'll see where we land." It's a lot slower. He does not have like very fast cadence.
If he is trying like as an opportunist, then he needs to find a middle ground between rapping and singing, right? If the philosophy is that singing is the royalists and rapping are the revolutionists, then he needs to find a middle ground for that, which is, you know, this kind of harmonized or this like I don't want to say like this vocalized. Not vocalized. I'm looking at the melodic
Yeah.
speaking, or what,
Yes.
like as you said, right? Yeah, which is like a healthy
singing,
middle ground
yeah.
between you're not quite rapping, but you're not quite singing either. Yeah.
Cool. I'm
Yeah.
definitely interested to see your thoughts continue. We're not going to be recording again for like 3 weeks after this because of what we recorded, but I'm still very excited for this. I'm excited for the other things we've got going on. And yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're liking it so far.
Yeah, man, so dope. Yeah, and of course, as always, a huge thanks to all these names down here. Beautiful, beautiful patrons that have been supporting me and Mortius for that matter, actually. Also, maybe not all of these names, but probably a lot of the same names are here between our two
lot
lovely
of 'em.
communities here. Yeah, it's almost like we have like one big community with us, this duo here, you know?
Yes, it's great.
pretty nice, yeah. But yeah, if you are enjoying these Hamilton videos, be sure to, you know, engage with both Mortius's and I's channel. Both
Please.
leave a like, a comment, or subscribe. If you want us, if there's like a detail we missed or something that you feel like is worth highlighting, be sure to let us know in the comments. We do read them. It's tough to respond to everyone, but we do read them. So yeah, huge thank you to all the support, obviously. And yeah, you have any final words, Mortius?
I think I'm all good. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thank you in advance for your understanding with the weird split we did here. And we will see you next week for A Winter's Ball, right on into Helpless, right on into Satisfied. Oh my God, I can't wait. All right.
Winter's Ball.
Bye, everybody.